Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. It's all three of us again. Thanks, guys, for holding it down last week.
Of course.
Even though the shade was there, but it's fine.
The shade was real and deserved.
No.
Shannon got the shout out of shade.
No, it wasn't. It was my mom's birthday. Are you guys gonna fault me for that? I'm so confused.
You could have told us.
No, the fault was
I know.
the 12, 15-hour notice. I think that was the fault.
Because, okay, yes, you're right. The brunch was a kind of a last minute decision because we had gone out to dinner the day before, but then they also decided they wanted to go to brunch the next day. It wasn't pre-planned. I'm so sorry. But you guys did a great job. I enjoyed the discussion on video games.
Thank you.
So
Shout out to Jaja for his flexibility. I was literally on a work call while we were recording. So
really?
I made us even more late than we already agreed on.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad you guys were able to make it work. Wait, what time did you guys start? Like late? Like late? Like how late?
Around 10:30.
Oh, you guys started at 10. Okay.
Yeah. So we were gonna start earlier, but then I had to push it back a little bit.
Okay. That's cool. Look at that. Dedication to the pod. That's what I like.
Exactly.
How you guys been? What are some nerdy things you've been up to?
Been busy.
Take it away, James.
Yeah. Well, still on call. Well, this is my primary week now. So you start back up and then you do go primary. But I'm done Monday. So
okay.
Then I take some time off work. But still I pretty much sit around at home waiting for the phone to ring because it's gonna ring. So then I gotta do some work. But I was able to do some a little bit of anime watching. So Windbreaker I watched, and I need to watch the new episode of Fire Force that just dropped. But I did watch Lazarus. It's the one coming on Adult Swim. So I'm up to episode 3 on that. MHA Vigilantes, still up to date in that one. And I started a new series called Moonrise. So that's coming on Netflix. I think it just came out this week.
What's that one about?
Interesting. So it's like they kind of populated the moon, but they sent, I want to say, criminals to the moon. But now the moon population is trying to rebel and come take back over Earth. I think I may have gotten a little bit wrong, but basically there's 2 populations of people now, and I mean,
that
they're
sounds
still
interesting.
seem to be human, but yeah, it's like the moon is rebelling against the Earth because they're like, bro, we're prisoners. We want to live good like you.
I mean, while we're on the subject of Moonrise, I did watch the first episode. My Netflix happened to be working, and it let me watch the first episode of that. And it's made by the same people who did Attack on Titan.
Of
so
course,
that's what had me super hyped for it.
There you go.
Yep. Netflix exclusive. So yeah, that's why I'm on it. And the first episode was fire.
Nice. All right. I have to add that to my list.
Something super interesting to watch. I did watch more Ianu too. I think I'm up to episode 4 now. Trying to give it some ratings and stuff like that. Gaming wise, mostly Marvel Rivals because it's a new season, so I'm trying to get back to my previous rank. I did start South of Midnight, but I only got through the first chapter. So I was playing it on my PC and I tried to play it on my TV, but then my controller wouldn't Bluetooth to the TV. This is first world problems, of course. So I was like, what's going on here? Because you can do Game Pass on the TV. So I was like, let me try that out. But yeah, my controller was messing up. So it wasn't Game Pass. It was my controller was not Bluetoothing. But it turns out it was dead. So it wasn't going to work anyway. So yeah, there's that. But I'll play more South of Midnight today. From just the first chapter, I like it. The art style is extremely dope. It looks like
it looks cool
art style. So, and the story seems interesting from, I mean, what I've gleaned so far. Didn't start any new books, but I did rent my new book now. So Lakewood, I'll be reading next, and then it's WrestleMania weekend, so watching WrestleMania. Shout out Stone
Oh my
Cold,
God, is it? Wow.
Yeah. And I also seen Sinners. I don't know if anybody's seen Sinners. If you haven't, you need to go see it. That is an incredible movie.
Yeah, I saw it. That was one of my nerdy things too. So we could talk about it lightly, no spoilers, because I don't know if Jaja, you don't look like you've seen it.
I didn't see it, but I do have some stuff to talk about it.
Okay.
Say about it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Right. Yeah, I seen it in IMAX too. So
yeah,
that was going to be my question. Did you see it in the way he's saying it was the best way to see it? Some special version of IMAX.
That one
70 millimeter.
I think it's only like 10 of those theaters in the United States.
Yeah, it's not common.
I did not have one near me, but I saw it in like regular IMAX, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I'm really gonna try and look and see if I can see it in that film aspect ratio that he was meaning for it to look like? Because it sounds like it's going to be something groundbreaking.
Yeah, I do want to see it again because I saw it in Peasant Standard, not in IMAX. So I need to go. I need to go watch it again.
You saved a lot of money seeing it that way. I'll tell you
I
that.
know. Yeah, because I only paid what like $16 for my standard ticket. I know IMAX is like 30 bucks almost, or like pushing it. Uh, but I do want to see it in 70 millimeters, so I will probably will see it again. Um, but just really quick, I don't want to like get too into that like right now, but I want to go back to something last week. I'm surprised. I'm so surprised that you finished Children of Blood and Bone. Wow,
Oh
James.
yeah, real reader
Congrats.
by the way. So that's book number 5 that I've done
Yeah.
this year out of
Wait,
12.
so did you like it? Because last time we talked about it, you were saying I overhyped it.
Yeah, well, no, I never disliked it. I was just like, hey, wow, why is everybody hyping this up so much? But hey, it was definitely good.
Okay.
That's probably why I finished it so fast
See,
because
I
it was
told you. You gotta just gotta
cooking. So
give it time. Gotta give it time to get interesting.
yeah, my next book is probably like half as long, so I'll probably finish that in quicker or maybe even the same amount of time. Depends on how good it is. But
But are you gonna
yeah,
read
no,
the
once it started rolling, I was like, well, I got to figure out what's going on now. So
exactly? There you go. Are you gonna read the other two books? Is really the $1 million question.
I plan to. So a friend of mine said she had a copy that she could send to me because she bought 2 copies for some reason. So
Hmm.
pretty much just gonna wait on that. So that
Okay.
way I don't gotta wait for the library, and then I'll have a physical copy that I can read. So
Nice.
yep, just waiting on that, I guess. And then I don't know about the third. Um,
You gotta finish the
I,
series.
yeah, I probably gotta finish the series. I also am wondering how are they gonna make this a movie because that was a very long book. There's a lot of stuff going on. I
Yeah.
think if they were making that a movie, just the first book would be like 2, 3 movies.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's going to take some creative finagling, but the author is involved, so I'm sure that they'll be able to figure it out in a way that makes sense. But yes, yay. I'm glad that you ended up liking it because I was I was like, wait, how does he not like it? It doesn't make any sense. It's so good. But yeah, you just have to give it time. Not all books can start off with a bang. Got to build the story.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Have you been did you do anything else? That was quite a lot still for even though you were on call this week.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when I'm on call, I just basically just sit at home.
Yeah.
I mean, I still go to work, but even like in my downtime, like I didn't have track practice or anything, so
Hmm.
like I had a more free time, low key, but not really. So yeah.
Nice. Jaja, what about you? What have you been doing?
It's been kind of a busy week for me. Um, Still keeping up with all the video game news. I'm enjoying the arguments that are online right now. They're absolutely amazing.
What arguments?
And
What
Hypocrites.
arguments? Hypocrites of
like
what?
the fanboy arguments,
Oh.
Nintendo defending Nintendo, PlayStation
Oh,
defending
got it.
PlayStation, PC defending PC, and I haven't been watching Xbox videos because I've been just keeping up with the news. So I don't really need anybody's opinion to hear anybody's opinion because I'm just I'm the Xbox fanboy, I guess. But it's a pretty interesting conversation going on about which ecosystem has more value and which one is worth the money, pretty much. So um and then I've been playing South of Midnight still. I only got through one more chapter, so I finished chapter 6. Oh my God, there's some heart-wrenching stories in this game. This game is like
I could tell from jump. I was like, this is not going to be a happy story.
Is
it's
South of Midnight is an Xbox exclusive, right? Like it's not on Steam.
it's on Steam and it's on Game
Oh, it is
Pass.
on Steam. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So I'll buy it then.
Only
It's
40.
$40 on Steam and
All
Game
right.
Pass too. So it's really good, Shannon. Really good. And I
No, I know,
suggest
yeah.
playing this game I play it with headphones, like locked in because the music is so a part of the game.
Okay.
So yeah. Again, the lyrics to the song in this chapter was like going along with the mission that you were doing. It's kind of like telling you the story of what's happening, and it's crazy. So I've been playing that. And then, I was watching my YouTube videos. Also, NBA playoffs is on right now. So,
Oh God.
shout out to my
Shout out
Knicks.
to
They won
shout
their
out to the
first game
Clippers.
last night. We got Orlando and Miami in there, so it's lit down here for the NBA playoffs. And I needed something to play, while I'm watching the stuff, and it can't be too intensive, to something I didn't have to pay too much attention to. I decided to hop into this game, Mullet Mad Jack. It's on Game Pass. It's like this kind of like this arcade Doom. I don't know if you ever played like Doom or Duke Nukem 3D. It's in that like uh art style, I guess you could say, or that gameplay style. And it's a really, really addicting game. I like it's pretty much you got like 10 seconds to kill the next enemy or else you die. So it pushes you to go really fast
Sounds stressful.
and it's actually really fun. Like you're just dashing and shooting throughout the whole. You're just trying to get to the end of the mission to save the princess. It's like this Mario kind of adventure where you're saving the princess. You get to the 10th floor and they're like, ha ha ha, the princess is on another floor. She's on the 20th floor now. So now you got to go do 10 more levels of just blasting enemies real fast. Like it's really fun and addicting. I couldn't believe how fun it was. So shout out to that game. And what else? What else? What else? So of course, finished Daredevil and watched the first episode of Moonrise, like I said. I did watch the first 2 episodes of Ianu. Absolutely, I think that show is going to be a smash. I kind of want to I know last week we talked about an article that was saying that it's like a hybrid of Avatar Airbender and Black Panther.
Mhm.
And at the time I had not seen the show. So I agree with the Avatar part, not so much the Black Panther part. I think the only thing it has in common to me with Black Panther is that it's in Africa, featuring African people, tribes, and such. So I got to reread the article to see what they were hinting at with the Black Panther comparison. But I was kind of like, I don't see the Black Panther in this. It's just Africa. So I love the theme song. It's stuck in my head. I could probably sing it to you guys right now, but I'm not gonna make a fool of myself. But I love the theme song. Calling on you, Ian. I love it. I love that. So it's a really cool show. And what else? What else? What else? So I started. So since I couldn't continue Moonrise, I decided to hop into this anime on Hulu called The Fable. Came out in 2024. It's very similar to
I've seen that
Sakamoto
around.
Days.
Yeah.
So I watched the first episode. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check this out. And what else have I been doing? Oh, show and tell time, guys. Show and tell time. So last week we talked about this,
Subscribe on YouTube.
and I immediately went out and purchased it.
Oh my God. Wait, where did you
Nice.
find it? You found it like in an actual store?
Nope, on his website.
Oh yeah, because I listened to the podcast last week and I bought it too, but mine did not come in the mail yet. So
Yes, it literally came in yesterday. I was like, yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it for the pod. So if you're not watching the YouTube, I bought the manga to Monsters We Make.
actually mine shipped, so I want to see when it's getting here. I was like,
So-
oh, I'm gonna buy this. You guys
Dang, I'm
talked
getting
about
left out.
Definitely,
I gotta
and
buy it
I
now.
can't. I
You
love that it came in plastic. I kind of don't want to open this one. Like it makes me want to buy
wanna buy
another
another
one just
one?
to read. But
Well, didn't your purchase also come with the digital?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so
it
just
did.
read the digital version so you don't have to unwrap the plastic, the physical.
True. I kind of want to get that book reading experience, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, you gotta
Um,
smell the pages.
I definitely went back and watched that trailer a bunch of times. I even watched it in 0.25 speed. Y'all gotta see it in
0.25
speed.
speed. What are you? What?
I
No,
usually do like
seriously.
0.2,
Go
like
back
two-
and watch
2x.
the action parts of that trailer in 0.25 speed. I promise you, you will not be regretting. And there's
Okay.
some Easter eggs in there that I kind of want to talk about that you're gonna be like, of course you're gonna make an Attack on Titan comparison. But yeah, we got humans turning into monsters. That's all I'm gonna say. And you can see it in the trailer. 0.25 speed. So that wraps up my nerdy things, I think.
All right, cool. I'll go. I haven't been watching really anything, but I've done a lot of nerdy things though still. So yeah, I was gonna say I ordered Monsters We Make 2. I just checked my tracking. It's gonna be here on Tuesday. So I'll try to read it next week when it comes in. Now you're gonna make me not want to open the plastic, but it's it's fine. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read the physical version. Yeah, it sounded really interesting, so I'm excited to get that. Uh what else? I'm trying to think of the best order to go in. Oh, 2 weeks ago, like the last time I recorded with you guys, I had purchased Assassin's Creed Shadows on my Steam Deck, and I owned it for all of 46 minutes before I returned it because I thought it looked like crap on my Steam Deck. So I was like, I'm gonna buy it on PlayStation. So I returned it, and then I didn't purchase it again right away. I waited to the end of the week, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it on PlayStation. So I bought it on PlayStation. I started playing it. I'm not super far because I haven't had a ton of time to just sit down and game recently, but I am enjoying the game immensely. So there's a lot of hate out there on it for some reason. There's the typical reasons.
why?
Yeah, the typical reasons. The racist reasons. I'm like, guys, this is factual. So I'm like, what are we doing right now? But I'm enjoying it a lot. So it's a cool story. The graphics are great. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game in years and years and years, so I don't even remember what it's like to play Assassin's Creed. So it's a good reintroduction to the games for me. So it's great. If anyone's thinking about buying it, they should, because there's a lot to do in the game. There's a lot to explore. The map is huge. So yeah, I have that. Um, Also, something crazy happened to me. I, a person who never wins anything, won a raffle at work.
Snap.
Um, I won a raffle at work, and there was like you won a like you there were different tiers of prizes you could choose from. So I won like one of the higher tiers. So I got to choose from like a couple different things. So like one of the things on there, so like there was really nothing on there that I wanted. It was like appliances that I didn't really need. And there was like some like video game electronic things. So with my raffle winnings, the only thing that I could think that I possibly wanted is this is what I got.
If you pull out a Nintendo
See
Switch
it.
2.
Oh, snap.
Oh, look at that. Close
Yeah.
enough.
So
Yes, Portal.
this was the only thing I wanted that was in the tier that I won. So I was like, why
Nice.
not? I would
Yeah.
never buy this myself, but like let me try it out since it's free and see how it is. So like this I know that we talked a lot, I know that we like hated on this thing a lot when it came out, like what's the point of it? Um I see the value in it now because like it basically it so I haven't played it a lot. I haven't really like had a lot of time. Um but uh, it's cool because my PlayStation is in my room. So like if I want to be in another area of my house, it's cool to just like be able to take this kind of like wherever and just go and play, like still be playing like my games. I feel like that's why I don't get a lot of gaming done because like I just don't want to be sitting in my room for a long period of time. So I see the value in it that way. They also updated it where like now you can stream games from the PlayStation library, like through the cloud. So it's not just a remote anymore. Like there's also that feature, which is still in beta. But they're working on that too. So like you can do a little bit more on it. But I will say, if you have crappy Wi-Fi, this is kind of like a useless thing. Like even if the Wi-Fi is a little bit bad, like you won't get a good like visual experience. Like it'll be like kind of laggy and it'll be like kind of grainy. But like when your Wi-Fi is good, then it's great. Like the graphics look really good. So it's I don't like the fact that it's kind of like dependent on that whether you like have a good experience with it because the Wi-Fi in my house is like not the best. So I'm like sitting near my router to get like the best like thing out of it. So I don't know. I'm gonna like play it more this week and then I'll have more of like an actual like review of it.
Gotcha.
But I like it. And I know that we were like talking about the design, like, oh, it's just two PlayStation controllers on it. But I actually like it a lot because like it feels like the controllers, like it feels like you're holding your remote. I actually like it. So if they actually made a real handheld, like Sony, which we're gonna talk about that a little bit later, if they just copied the same design or something similar, I think it would be fine. I like it. So sorry guys, I was a hater. My bad. My bad.
Changed their mind.
I did. I did.
And congrats on your win. Yeah,
It's
that's
all
a great
thanks to
win
my
right there.
win. Yes, for sure.
Have you tried Shadows on it?
Yes, I have. So it runs really well, but like I said, like it depends on your Wi-Fi strength. So my
Yeah.
Wi-Fi was when I was playing it on Friday, my Wi-Fi was acting crazy on Friday. So like it really like it was doing all sorts of weird things. I was able to play it for like a little bit, and then it like disconnected from my PlayStation because the Wi-Fi was bad. But then I was reading more into it. They said if you want the best experience, if you're playing in your house, you should hardwire your PlayStation and then have the portal on the Wi-Fi. Like you shouldn't have your PlayStation and the portal on the same Wi-Fi because like it'll make the connection worse. So I hardwired my PlayStation. So and then it made it a little bit better. So yeah, I'm interested to see how it does in public, like on public Wi-Fi. So that's my next experiment. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Thanks.
Yeah. Um. So that happened. Won that. I'm like I'm probably never gonna win anything again. But it's cool. It's like the
It'll be
first
a
time I've ever
while.
won anything.
Or this might be the beginning of your luck streak.
Oh yeah,
I
you're
know.
going on a win streak now.
I know. I should play the lottery. See what happens. Um, on Friday, me and Spivey and my friend Nina, we went to see Sailor Moon Super Live. I had talked about this a while ago. We had tickets for the last couple months, so I've been super excited. So we went to see it, and it was amazing. Great experience, guys. It was a great show. So, the cast that was so it was cool because like it was an all female cast. So that's cool. And it's been like the same cast. I think they've been the same cast since like 2019. So And yeah, it's in Japan, and like they did a North American tour. So like if you don't see it now, like while they're touring in North America, you're not gonna be able to see it unless you go to Japan to see it. So it was cool. The show was really, really, really great. It wasn't super long. It was like an hour and 45 minutes. Um, it was a great story. It was a musical, so which I was surprised by, but it was really good. Uh, they had good like stage effects. And it was also in Japanese, which I was like worried about like how it was gonna like be, but like there was a screen behind like on the stage where the captions were, and like it wasn't just like plain captions on screen, it was like visual captions, so like they were like effects and stuff. So it was cool the way that they did it. So we had a great time. Um I really wanted to get like they were selling merch there, obviously, and I really wanted to get a hoodie, but the merch line was like all the way all the way up the four levels of the venue like when we first got there. So did not get any merch before the show. I was lucky to get on the merch line after the show, but they didn't have my size left in the hoodies, so I didn't get a hoodie. I had to settle for a t-shirt, so I was very sad. But it's fine. But the show was awesome. I had a great time. I did that. What else did I do? Me and Spivey, we got tickets to D23 this year. So we found out that D23, I've always wanted to go to a D23. That's where like Disney announces like all of its upcoming like movies and shows and projects or whatever. Like a new front basically, or an upfront. So we found out that it was in Orlando this year. It's usually in Anaheim. So it felt a little bit more accessible. So I'm like, oh, we should go. The tickets like weren't that crazy for like the whole weekend. So we got tickets and like we're gonna go to that. It's Labor Day weekend, I think. Yeah, the last weekend in August. So that's gonna be fun. I'll bring plenty of content from that when it
Are,
happens.
are you gonna try to sneak into Epic?
I want to, but I feel like, oh my God, but Epic on Labor Day weekend? No. Like when I thought about it, I was like, absolutely not. Like that is gonna be
Yeah, Epic's
horrible.
not cooling down till
Man,
next year.
I don't plan to go to Epic this year at all. I was gonna wait till next year. I'm like, let the throngs of people that are trying to experience it like go, and then I'll just wait. Although like all I've been seeing on like my reels and stuff are people that go to Epic, like the people that have gone for the previews and stuff. It looks so
Mhm.
cool. It looks so cool. Like I feel like I'm having FOMO. I want to go, but I'm gonna wait though because I don't want to go and there's like millions of people there, and then I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to spend
I'm
more
gonna
money
try
on a
and
fast pass. Yeah. Are you
I'll
gonna
try
try to
and get
go?
in there and get a
Yeah.
review somehow.
Yeah. I feel like if you go this year, you have to buy a fast pass, which is like more money. But I feel like,
I
do I
feel like
want
if I go this year, it wouldn't be for the rides. It'd be just to see
just to
what's
see the
going on
experience?
and
Yeah.
something like I don't know
yeah,
because
those
I
You sh
expect the ride to be crazy long.
Yeah. But the experience enough is cool. They have dragons flying around in the How to Train Your Dragon land, like in the sky. It's cool, like on
Mhm.
drones. It's so cool. Um, so I don't know. We'll see what Disney does at their let's see what they announce. I feel like Disney's gonna have a lot of like I feel like this is the year that that Universal is gonna like thrash Disney in terms of like attendance. So we'll keep an eye on that for sure. Uh, what else did I do? What else did I do? What else did I do? I watched Daredevil. So finished that. I have been trying to watch my anime, but like my Crunchyroll, has anyone ever experienced this with Crunchyroll where it like just doesn't load? I've been having this problem like the last couple days. Like my
it
Crunchyroll
happens
would
on my
not,
TV sometimes.
yeah, my Crunchyroll would not open on either like on like anything. And I know it wasn't my Wi-Fi because like everything else opened. Like I was able to open Hulu, Netflix, and YouTube and like play videos. But every time I went to Crunchyroll, they're just like, "You're offline right now." I don't know. It was so dumb. So I couldn't watch.
Well,
I couldn't watch anything.
some new anime must have broke Crunchyroll.
I was about to say that's usually that when man a lot of people are trying to watch something.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
I don't
So
think
I didn't
anything
watch anything.
premiered this week.
No, I feel like it's just being stupid. I don't know, but
Bad servers.
yeah. So because it happened to me a couple of times when I was trying to watch like over like 2 days. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm not watching anything this week.
Allegedly.
So was trying to watch Windbreakers, couldn't get on Crunchyroll to watch Windbreakers. I'm like, all right, whatever. So yeah, and then like I already mentioned, I went to the movies yesterday to see Sinners. Um, and yeah, it was a great movie. I don't know. Should we talk about it now or should we wait? What do
May
you
as
think,
well,
James?
right?
Yeah, may as well. Let me get the box
Mhm.
office numbers because I'm interested to see how it did for this
I
weekend.
read I read somewhere, I didn't verify though. It said it's the second biggest horror movie opening of this decade.
Yeah. I read
And
that
and the
too.
first one is a Jordan Peele film. I think it was Nope. It's the first one.
Yeah. That makes sense to me. Yeah, the movie was it was great. I didn't know what I was expecting when I went into it. Um, I wouldn't even say it's a horror movie. Like, kind of it's horror movie, but like I just feel like there's other underlying themes to it that just make it like something else. Like it's
Yeah.
yes, it's about vampires, but like really it's about like I don't know, the power of music. With like I think like I don't know, but there's it was about several different things that kind of like
I,
roll up into one
I was
thing.
gonna say, what genre would you put it in? Like thriller, action,
Probably thriller.
drama, thriller?
Probably
Okay.
probably thriller. Definitely not.
Action thriller.
Yeah, action
I
thriller. I
love
wouldn't say it was
thrillers.
scary. Like my friend, one of my friends, like she was afraid to go see it because people kept saying it was a horror movie, and I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be that scary. And like, it wasn't scary. Like it was still
I
a good
heard there's
movie,
a
but
lot of blood.
there was a lot of blood.
Oh, it's a whole lot.
There's a lot of blood.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, but I thought it was really good. The actor who played Sammy, what's his real name? It was his debut role. Let me get it because I want to like credit people. Uh,
So there is something cool coming out about
Miles
this.
Canton. Mhm.
This
Oh,
did y'all hear about Ryan Coogler's deal that he has for this movie?
I did hear about it. Yeah. Do you
And
have
it's
it?
kind
Do
of
you have it in front of you?
yeah,
Like everything? Yeah.
it's kind of scaring the industry because they're saying he's gonna get the ownership to this movie in 25 years.
Yeah. He was able to
So
negotiate a lot of things that like a lot of directors wouldn't have been able to get away with. So,
yeah, so this is kind of unorthodox. He's quoted as saying that he thinks this is gonna be a one-off thing. I don't know if the movie focused on black ownership and like I don't. It said something about
mhm, it did.
Cougar has said that he considers the ownership deal a one-off, rooted in, at least in part, in Center's focus on themes of Black artists' ownership of their own culture. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Cover that.
Yep.
I feel like he's saying that to play it safe, but the industry apparently is shook up because if directors start wanting to own their movies, which
Yeah.
I think is a logical thing, then this could change the whole monetization of you know, the
Yeah.
movie industry,
But
Hollywood.
I feel like it's not gonna happen super often. Like I know that like there was like a bidding war over his script and like his script was like in high demand. So like he was able to negotiate those terms because like people really wanted his script, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
like I guess we have to see because like the movie industry is kind of like there's not really a lot of and like what was so great about this movie is that like it was so original and there's not right now in the movie industry a lot of original ideas. So I just feel like it was unprecedented that he was able to pull that off, but I don't know if a lot of people will be able to pull off what he pulled off.
I mean, I feel like it's a start to something because, like, if I'm a director, I would at least want partial ownership. Like, what I'm going to make this movie and just give it to a studio. Now you own it. You could throw it on Netflix. You could throw it on whatever streaming service you want to throw it on, and
Yeah,
I'm just going to fit. And I have no word in it. So I feel like this is directors going to pay attention to this, and even if
yeah,
it's a slow transition, I feel like more people are going to try and get some type of deal like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
More
It's at
people
least
should
worth
be.
bringing up now. Now that
Yeah,
it's happened, like it's at least worth
yeah, for
bringing it to the
sure.
negotiation table.
Yeah, more people should be inspired to make good movies because
Good original movies.
good original movies. That's what I mean. Yeah, because like there's like such a lack of original ideas in Hollywood now. Like everything's a remake, everything's a reboot. Like guys, but this is an example of that. It can still be done. So
Ownership is really important because, like, I know I mentioned a few pods ago, I found out that Reese Witherspoon, like, she has a book club, and like the books that go super popular, she buys the rights to the Hollywood movie films, and like that's like one of the first things she does, and it's like,
ow.
like people should be owning their own stuff. They should be more like, I don't know, it's kind of
Yeah.
predatory a little bit, but
Yeah. No. I get it, and I agree. It definitely will at least get a conversation started. So we'll see how things shift in the future for filmmakers. But yeah. Um. What was I saying before this? Oh yes, Miles Canton, which is the guy who he played Sammy, the main character basically. It was his first movie. This is his debut role. Fantastic. He did a great
He did
job.
a great.
Yeah, he did a great job. And I usually am a hater on Michael B. Jordan, as you guys know. That's neither here
I
nor
was
there.
thinking that. I was like, I wonder if Shannon's gonna see this. She
that was my
love him.
next question. I swear I was just going to ask you about Michael B. Jordan.
And it was okay. So Michael B. Jordan really surprised me, especially in this movie because I don't know like if this was widely known from the trailers. It's not really a spoiler. Like he plays a twin in this movie. Like
Mm,
And
yeah,
he
so like
plays both
I had
twins.
no clue.
he plays both twins. So at first when I see that, I'm just like oh, this is gonna be interesting, and like like I'm like, how is he gonna be able to pull this off well? But he pulls it off really well. Like he does a really good job playing like two distinct, like twins with like two distinct personalities. Like he does a really good job with it. So
Like you don't get confused with who's who in the movie, like between which
Early
twin is
on,
he
just
playing.
because like yeah, before you know like their personality differences early on, like a little bit, but then
yeah,
once you figure out like all right, this twin is it's pretty much in their names, their personalities. But
yeah,
once you figure out like who would react which way, you're like okay, I know exactly. And then they talk differently too.
yeah,
So not just
Gotcha.
that they're dressed, but they have like a different way of talking.
yeah. Um,
Nice.
so you should definitely go see it, Jaja. It's really, really good. If you can find somewhere that's playing it in 70 millimeter, like near you, definitely go do that because
Yeah.
it's
The aspect ratio thing was cool too. So like
yeah,
I don't know if this was in yours, but like at certain sequences, the aspect ratio would change.
yeah,
So it would be like the bars come from the bottom, or like the screen like lengthens out vertically.
yes.
So that was dope to see.
It was cool, but even in standard, it was cool. So I'm like, I bet you, I'm like, this would look so great in IMAX, which is why I need to go see it again.
Yeah, it was like you're watching a cutscene inside of a movie. So like in a game, like when it goes to a cutscene, it was like I'm watching a movie, but it feels like this just went to a cutscene. So it's like just a little touch like that made it so much more interesting to watch.
Yeah, visual, yeah, it was very like beautiful movie, like visually, it was good. Haley Steinfeld was in this movie. She did a great job too. She did a really, really good job. Everyone's acting was great.
Delroy Lindo, I think
Yes,
Delroy Lindo is an underrated gem. People don't talk about him a lot, but
yes,
I really like Delroy Lindo.
he did a great job. Everyone did. There was no bad acting performances in this movie. Everyone
Everybody did.
was top tier.
Everybody did their thing.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
it
Gotta
was
see
really
this
good.
now.
Yeah, you definitely have to see it. So let me get the box office numbers from this weekend. So this movie had a $90 million budget. Um, and from this weekend, no, I don't care about Minecraft right now. Where are the box office numbers for this movie? Hold on.
Oh my God, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too, because like, what is wrong with people? Hold on. Uh, okay, so I think it made 45.6 million on opening day. Which is great because the movie had a $90 million budget. So like already you're making half of your budget back on your opening day. I think this is opening day. It can't be the weekend yet because it just came out.
So the Forbes article I'm looking at here says 20 million opening day, but
20
across
million
the
opening day.
weekend it's
Oh, it
on
projected to
track
make.
to surpass 40 million opening weekend.
Thank you for that fact check. Okay. Okay. But that's great. That's so great for opening weekend because again, the movie didn't have a huge budget, so it'll be successful either way.
Yeah.
And there's a
And then
lot of
just through word of mouth, I think it's gonna skyrocket because
yes,
I haven't heard a single bad thing about this movie.
yes. If you're black, go see this movie. You have no excuse. You have to. You have.
If you like music, go see this movie.
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't want to give nothing away, but it's gonna good. It's almost feels like a musical because there's so much music going on.
Yeah.
But it's like part of the actual storyline. Like literally music is part of the
Wait,
storyline. So
it's a musical?
No, not in the way,
it's not
not
a
in the way
musical,
that you're
but it's
thinking. Not in the way that you're
but
thinking.
there's
No, people do not stop and break out into. Well, they.
nah,
Okay,
well,
no, yes. Let me.
well at
All
the
right.
baseline,
It's not a
it's a
musical,
party
Jaja.
that
It's
they're
not.
having. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Even
at
if it was,
baseline, they're
I
opening a
would
juke
still
joint.
have to
Yeah.
go see it.
yeah.
But
It's not a. There are music. There is music in parts,
There's
and a
music
lot
in it.
like the underlying theme of the movie is music, basically, but it's not a traditional musical. No.
Yeah.
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 It's like performances happening during like it makes sense where the music because they're in a like a juke joint. So of course
Yeah.
you're gonna hear the music in the background, but then kind of they focus on the main character playing his instrument, but then it's like goes
Yeah.
into more music. So you're like, oh, music, and then yes,
Yeah.
it's a lot of music going on.
Yeah.
That's why I
And
think IMAX, like the sound in the movie theater, made it a lot better too. So I would be
yeah,
interested in watching it like from home. Like, how is that going to sound? I'm sure it's not going to sound bad, but it
it
definitely won't
won't.
be
Yeah.
IMAX. Like,
It didn't
I probably
sound.
want to have my headphones on at home because I'm like,
Yeah.
this is good sound.
Because again, I saw it in standard, and it wasn't terrible. But like, I know that it would have been a lot better if I saw it in IMAX. But seeing it in standard like wasn't like a horrible experience. But the theater I
so
was
from
having
what
a horrible experience. But that's
so
different.
everything that you guys both said, I'm kind of happy that they don't spoil the movie in the trailer like most movies usually do.
Oh yeah, no,
Because
Yeah.
like
I almost didn't know what it was about. going into
Right.
it. So.
Yeah. Like the trailer, you would never guess this movie was a vampire. Like didn't see a vampire in the trailers. I didn't know it was a music-based movie. It was like I
Yeah.
had no idea what to expect.
And that's what trailers should be. Like, don't give away your whole movie up front. Because I wouldn't even really say it's a vampire movie. Like, I feel like vampires are the secondary plot of really what the movie's about, honestly. So, um, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Shout out to Ryan Coogler then.
yeah. Another success
He
for
did his
Ryan
thing.
Coogler
Another smash hit.
and Michael B. Jordan. So, definitely see it, Jaja. And we're eager to hear your thoughts when
Mhm.
you actually see it. Any other thoughts about the movie, James, before we move on?
Nah, I definitely suggest everybody go check it out.
Yes. Go support the community. Do it now. Okay. Let's jump back to video game news. Or while we're talking about movies, should we talk about Minecraft?
Yeah, let's get it over with.
Ugh, it feels so bad to just like follow up this masterpiece movie with my with the foolishness that's going on with the Minecraft movie. But cool. So Minecraft, when did Minecraft come out, guys? At the beginning of April? Right?
I was not paying attention. I could not tell you, Shane.
April 4th.
April. Okay, so the beginning of April. So it's about to pass. Well, no, it has passed $500 million globally, in theaters, which is surprising. And it's on track to possibly hit 1 billion because of the things that are going on in the theater. I mean, so congratulations to Minecraft. I did not expect it to do that well. I just thought it was going to be like another like silly video game movie. But the internet, as it usually does with the young people, there's a lot of like there are a lot of memeable moments, I guess, from the movie. So like I don't know if you guys have like seen the videos of like people in the movie theaters like cause it like I don't even
Throwing
know.
popcorn
Yeah,
and causing a ruckus.
yes, throwing popcorn. I heard that some people bought like actual chickens into the theater, into like one theater. Um,
Scene, yeah.
yeah, for the what was that? What was the line? Chicken jockey, whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, throwing popcorn, like being crazy. I don't know. If I was in a movie theater and they started doing that, I would be so angry. Be like, give my money back, please. But it's making the movie money. So how problematic is it really? I don't know. It's problematic to think that people can just go to movie theaters and act like that. I would be mad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Why are people letting I mean, I'm assuming these are like teenagers and stuff, but
Oh,
like
of
it
course.
sounds like they're letting little kids I know some movie theaters are like, oh, kids got to come with adults now, like they can't
Yeah.
come by themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like, which kids are we talking about? Like the little kids or like the teenagers?
No, but these are definitely teenagers that are doing this. So
Yeah,
are they
definitely
saying that you
teenagers.
can't, as a teenager, go to the movies by yourself?
Right.
Is a little crazy. But this is not a natural thing. Like this is not something that happens in movies often. I just don't know what it is about this particular movie that's causing people to act like this.
Yeah, it's a certain age demographic that like a movie will come out and they just go bonkers. Like so, the same thing was happening when Minions came out.
Was it?
Yeah, I think was it Minions 3 or something like that, or
Hmm. One of them. There's a lot of
whatever
those
that
movies
movie what grew is that
Yeah.
there's Minions in. They were doing similar thing, like they were going crazy in the movie, like they were throwing bananas or something like that. And, like I'm not too familiar with the lore of Minecraft of why the words chicken jockey makes people act like that, but like from the videos I've seen, they start throwing popcorn. Somebody started playing like actual chicken, like they got up on each other's shoulders and started like pushing each other. Like I don't know what that has to do with anything, but why are you doing that in the movie theaters?
This
But it's
generation,
usually
this
that younger
God.
generation of people that are doing that.
The
sometimes
part
Mhm.
I was gonna say the part that makes me sad is that it just completely blew like a Super Mario Brothers out the water, and I thought that was gonna sit there for a little bit, like as the number one
Yeah.
video game movie. But it had a better opening weekend. It's on track to do more worldwide. I think Mario, they said he did 1.36 billion,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
it's on pace to blow that out the water. And I'm just trying to think of how, because like Mario, to me, appeals to kids and adults. Like there were a lot of adults who went to go see Super Mario, but then I'm like, you know what? Like as the generations go, the population multiplies, and the kids to adult ratio is probably insane.
Yeah.
So
I mean, but
that's what I'm chalking it up to.
Minecraft appeals to kids and adults too, because a lot of adults play Minecraft still.
Yeah, they grew up playing it.
Yeah. But was the movie actually good, or did this movie just making so much money because people are just
That's the
going to
thing. Yeah,
theaters acting
I'm not
crazy?
hearing anybody say this is a good movie. I'm just hearing
Right.
people say people are going crazy inside the theater. Like, are people buying tickets to go do this? That's crazy.
They literally are, because it's like the whole, like the videos I've seen, it's like the whole theater doing this, and I'm just like, people definitely have gathered up their friends to just literally go and like be crazy in the movie theaters.
But I do in the videos that I've seen, it's like kids. Like I don't see any adults
No, it's
doing
definitely
it.
kids. First of all, what adults?
So
Well, actually, let me not say that, because like definitely it's
I mean, I'm
possible.
sure there
Like,
probably are adults. I know
yeah,
I would be heated if I was in the movie theater and kids started throwing popcorn everywhere. I'm like,
I
yo,
would be
I can't do
so
this.
mad. But like, you know what? That's yes, it's all teenagers. Because I remember when I went to go see Wicked for the second time, and when at the end of the movie, when like the best song is playing at the end of the movie, and like uh the main character, she does like uh a very notable like belt riff or whatever. So like when that part was coming, like some kid in the front like belted really loud and horribly like over the riff, like his own version of the riff. That was terrible. And I'm like, you just ruined this moment. Like, I hate you kids. Sorry. I know I sound like an old grouch, but it's true though. Don't act like, who's raising you to act like that? Stop it. Stop.
so
Come
are we
outside with some
blaming
common sense.
What happened?
are we blaming this on meme culture then? Like
Yes.
I'm like
Yep. I blame this on meme culture, and I blame this on TikTok partially also, because TikTok causes people to act crazy. Also, like I appreciate our followers on TikTok, but TikTok also is responsible for this.
They're just trying to
It
get a
is.
viral moment.
It is. It's
Like, if
yes.
no one was recording, I don't think anybody would do this. But since they're
No.
recording and posting it, I think that's like they were doing this to
Yeah.
record and post.
That's what I'm saying. It's definitely for TikTok culture now. Like everybody wants to go viral. Everybody wants to like, and like that's the kind of stuff that will have your video go viral. So meme culture
I'm
and TikTok culture.
I'm sure there's one company that absolutely loves everything that's going on right now with this movie,
What? What company?
Microsoft.
Oh, you think? Do you think Microsoft? Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think they care? Do you think that they care that their movie is being associated with this, or do they just care that their movie is bringing in a lot of money? What do you guys think? Of
Ching.
course, of course.
Dollar signs. I wonder if more people started like playing Minecraft because of this.
Maybe, maybe. I mean,
They
Minecraft has
probably
always been a popular game.
they
Like,
probably started the script to Minecraft 2 already.
oh my God, probably $1 billion at the box office. Of course, they're gonna get greenlit for
Oh
a
yeah,
sequel,
we definitely need a sequel.
and then people are gonna be doing the same thing in the sequel.
Yeah, they got like an educational version of Minecraft that are like in all the schools' computers. Like this game is
They do, yeah.
it's a phenomenon.
Yeah, yeah. Minecraft is very popular. Uh, so that's what I'm saying. Like, is it like I'll never know if it's a good movie or not because I'm not gonna watch it. So, and I like Minecraft, but I just don't feel the need to see it, especially not in the movie theater. Absolutely not. Avoid that like the plague. Um, but yeah, congrats to Minecraft, I guess, but not congrats to you people that act like you don't have any sense. All right, what's next? Uh. Let's move back into video game news a little bit. Um, or nope, never mind. Let's stay in TV movie news and then we'll go to video game news. Uh, so I don't know if you guys have been following the casting of the Harry Potter TV series, which is coming out on Max whenever it comes out. Um, but the racists are mad again because they've started casting uh the series. They've casted 6 characters. And I think they have cast for Professor McGonagall, for Hagrid, and a couple other characters. But the most notable one is the casting for Snape, because they have casted, what is his name? Um, Snape Papa Estudio. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. So sorry. But he was in Black Mirror and also in that movie I May Destroy You. They've casted him as Snape, and the internet is in a rage because he is a black man. And of course, this is gonna set the movie up for not the movie. This is gonna set the show up kind of unfortunately like to be like you know like when things get review bombed and like all this stuff just because of this. But this is what the internet is up in flames about again. And I say to you, who cares if he like guys, who cares if he's black? Like why must we act like this? But this is the latest that's going on with the casting for this show. Um it's not like Snape being white in the first movie is like in the original movie franchise is like a part of his plot, and a part of his character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, why do we care when something isn't tied to race? Like, why do we care if we've casted somebody who is now a different race as that character? Like, stop. Um, I guess this is something I'll never understand, but whatever. People are gonna hate on it regardless.
I feel like personally, like we've had a lot of these situations, like in the like different scenarios we've had this happening.
Hmm.
Personally, I feel like I've gone back and forth whether I thought like it's okay to recast a race or no, we need this person to be this race. I feel like for me, it's like a case by case basis. The way I look at it, this one is not. I mean, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, so maybe that's my bias. Like, I don't really care that much.
Hmm.
But it's just interesting that the snake is like the dark person in the like not fit like race wise, but like his character is like a dark character in the show, and of course that's who's the black guy. That's
Well,
that's the way I'm looking at
no,
it.
I mean, I don't see it like that because Snape is not actually a villain, as we learn in the last movie. He's actually the good guy
Okay,
the whole time. So it's all good. I
okay,
don't see it
so
that way.
yeah, I know I'm a hypocrite on these type of scenarios. Like it's a case
Yeah.
by case thing to me, and I just hope the show does good.
But like anytime like when The Little Mermaid came out, like people were so upset that like Halle Bailey was casted as Ariel. And I'm just like, and it was like, "Mm, she was white." I'm like, guys, it's a mermaid. Like, it's a fictional, like, her being a white mermaid in the original movie has nothing to do with her character. Like, why are we so upset? And then it's like, and then people love to make the argument. It was like, well, what if we cast a white person to play Mulan or like something like that? And I'm just like, that's such a dumb argument. Mulan
Yeah.
being Chinese is part of the plot. That is the plot of the story. Like, what is happening right now? It takes place. It takes place in China. Like, what are we talking about? Like, people just love
Like,
to
what
like
if we made the Black Panther white?
that doesn't make any
They,
sense.
they love that one.
Like it doesn't make any sense. Like Black Panther being black, it being a movie set, like his character being set like from Africa, like that is part of the story. Like these characters that are getting recasted, like their race has nothing to do with the main plot. They're just people. Like what is happening right now? Like we're just in a weird place in time where like people love to villainize everything and then people call everything woke. And I'm just like, I think you guys talked about this last week a little bit. Like people, wait, did you? Or am I making that up? You did, right?
Yeah, during South
Yeah.
of Midnight.
Yeah, yeah. Or it's like everything's woke now. And I'm just like, so now just because a black person isn't anything, they're like, anyway,
A black
I don't,
person or a woman.
yes. And I'm just like, you know what? If anyone says anything, now I'm at a place where like in life where like if you're white and you come up to me and say anything about woke or DI, I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not. Like I'm just gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it.
More than likely using the phrase wrong.
Like
first and foremost.
right. I'm just not gonna talk to you. I'm just gonna walk away.
It
um.
is strange hearing like it from white people, like when they talk about woke. Like, what do you mean by woke?
Well, you know exactly what they mean by woke. Not even they've.
You know what they mean. I don't think they know what they're supposed to
They
mean when they say
no,
that word.
they don't, and they don't know what DI means either. Especially when,
Definitely not.
especially definitely,
Because
definitely
I
not.
don't apply woke to like just black. Like I feel like it applies to like the LGB stuff and a lot of different things that's happening.
Woke, they've taken the term and turned it into something completely
Woke.
Gender roles, like
than
it's
what
just
it
like
than what
They
the
changed the meaning of everything.
yes they
Crash
did.
out doesn't mean crash out anymore. It means mildly inconvenienced, I guess. They're changing the meaning of too many words now.
um I blame Gen Z for that. Sorry, Gen Z. But the original definition of woke typically refers to awareness and attentiveness, particularly concerning social and racial injustices, and is often associated with political activism. So they have taken that word, and the way that they use it now is literally not the same at all as like what it actually means. Like, what are we talking about? Um,
and didn't that word like get coined in Dear White People on Netflix?
is that where that word originated?
I
I
feel
have
like
no,
that's the first time I heard it when she was doing a radio show and she was talking about being woke, and that's the first time that I heard the phrase.
maybe. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's like
maybe in
where it
like pop
originated, but like,
culture. I mean, even when I was like in elementary school, people were talking about like, well, but like the
Okay.
real way it's supposed to be.
Gotcha.
That in Dear White People is probably when it started when that word started gaining like actual traction. But yeah, it was probably around a lot longer before that. To James's point, and yeah, like DI, I'm like y'all, what are like what are y'all even saying right now? Like they don't know. And then when white women talk about DI, I'm like, white woman, DI applies to you also. You are in the DI bracket because you are a woman. Like what is happening?
They know now.
What is happening?
They
What
know
is
now.
happening? I'm so confused. But yeah, it's just whatever. Anyway, all this to say, people shut up, okay? And just accept that Snape is played by a black man in this show and just watch it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch it and I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. I take more issue with the fact that they're even doing this in the first place. But that's another thing. But yeah, that's anyway. I wish the show success if they feel like it must be done. Um yeah. Anything else in TV movie news before we move to video game news?
Good.
Oh, I guess really quick in anime news, Devil May Cry got renewed for season 2. Did you mention that last week, James? I don't remember.
No, I just briefly mentioned that I finished watching.
You finished it. Okay.
It finished playing. I don't remember what happened. I was background watching.
You said it. Yeah, so it was renewed right after season 1 like debuted, so it's interesting.
Nice.
I mean, while we're on
Style.
anime news, real quick, I just want to mention the creators behind Tokyo Revengers. They had that manga Astro Royale.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, it's going to be canceled after just a year. I guess it wasn't that popular on Shonen, so I still plan on reading it. I can't find it anywhere. I'm gonna have to sign up to Shonen and just read it real quick. But yeah, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
And I'm still waiting for Tokyo Revengers season 3. I know Windbreakers is out, and I don't
I'm
want
about to say go watch Windbreakers. What do you mean?
I am, but you know, I lean more toward Tokyo Revengers, but I'm gonna watch Windbreakers. It's definitely, most definitely.
Yeah. I mean, you can let a few more episodes come out. What are we on? What are 3 episodes are out right now, right, James?
I think 3, yeah.
3 or 4, something like that. But the 2 shows, I mean, they're kind of similar, but like not really. Just no. Yeah.
I don't think they're
No.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Moving on to video game news. So the Switch 2 has gotten a pre-order date. And pre-orders are going to start on the 24th. So that's this week on Thursday by the time this podcast comes out. So you'll be able to pre-order the Switch 2. It was delayed for a while after the tariff back and forth that we were in the middle of. But they've come back and said that the Switch 2, the actual price of the Switch 2 itself won't be affected. It's still going to be, what is it, $450, $449?
$450.
But the price of the accessories are going to go up. So, I mean, I guess that's a compromise, I guess. I wish that I had the original prices from when we talked about this a couple weeks ago, because I don't know like how much it has gone up. But like now, like the Switch 2 Pro controller is gonna be $84.99. The Joy-Con 2 pair is gonna be $94.99. The charging grip is gonna be $40.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right. Okay, so that is high, right? I don't remember what the original number was, but that felt when I was reading it, I was like, this feels like a lot of money. I just don't remember what it cost before. But yeah, $100 for the pair of Joy-Cons is crazy. Yeah, the charging grip is gonna be $40. What else? The camera's gonna be $54.99. The dock set is gonna be $119. That definitely went up.
So I got some of the old prices for you if you want
Oh,
me to.
yeah. Yes.
So the Switch 2 Pro controller used to be $80. They raised it $5 to $85.
Okay.
The Joy-Cons used to be $90. Now they're $95.
Oh, okay.
So the strap was raised $1. The Joy-Con 2 wheel set was $20. Now it's $25. The Nintendo Switch 2 camera was $50. Now it's $55. The dock set was $110. Now it's $120.
Oh, so just a $5 across the board?
Yeah, more or less on everything, $5. Yep.
I mean, it's not terrible. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be like so drastic, like $20 or something. I don't know.
But still, $85 for, $95 for the
Joy-Cons.
controller. Like
That's kind of crazy.
that sounds like it's the pair is 95, right? Am I reading that right? So
Yeah,
that
the
means you
pair is
get both.
95. Yeah.
Okay. Ouch.
But still, that's a lot of money because like how much is a PlayStation controller? We talked about this.
I think it's either
Yeah,
60 or
I look at
70.
Xbox controllers. Just a regular Xbox controller is like $70, $80. You'd be lucky if you get it for 60. And then a pro controller, forget about it. You're paying like
Yeah.
hundreds, like
Yeah, but like
$200.
it's crazy like that I mean like yeah, people can make an argument that like it's two, but it's like that's a lot of money. Like it's two that you use together like when you're playing in handheld mode. So like it's really one.
And they
No,
very
wait,
often
wait.
break.
People are saying it's two controllers that you're getting just
No, no,
because.
no. I feel like I've seen not a lot. I'm just saying I feel like I've seen that lately on the internet. But I'm just no. That's not a
Yeah,
valid yeah, it's still a lot of money. It's not an argument that's valid in my opinion. Wait, James, were you saying something?
They break a lot. Like they
Yeah.
drift. The sticks drift, so people end up having to either send them in for repairs or buy new ones. So,
Yeah.
and this is like a known problem. Like it came out when they said that they weren't going to have. It's called Hall effect that prevents it from drifting as often in the new ones. So
Yeah.
they're like, well, we're gonna have the same issue of stick drift happening frequently on these Joy Cons. So now we're paying more for the same Joy Cons that are going to end up drifting.
Yeah. So yeah, it's this is the era that we're in right now. I'm not surprised that Nintendo would charge $90 for their Joy-Cons when they're charging $90 for their video games. Like this is the world
and
we live in.
did you guys watch the Nintendo Direct that they had for Mario Kart World?
Oh no, I didn't watch it.
I watched it.
Did you see anything that you thought made it worth $80?
Not exactly.
It was so funny because right after the direct, I start seeing videos like, they didn't really show that much that we didn't know already. They made it sound like, oh, wait until the direct till you see all the content, then you're gonna see why it's $80. And it's like, okay, you didn't really show us anything new.
Right.
Like,
But like they're acting like like lots of games have lots of content and like huge open worlds and like a lot of things to do. You don't see them charging $90, $80 for their games. Like, what are we talking about right now? It's not a valid argument, Nintendo. Um, but yeah, when this game comes out, I'm so curious to see what the sales numbers are in like the first couple weeks, like how it does.
it's gonna
Um,
sell.
yeah, you think like a lot?
Mm-hmm. Because
I
from
didn't
the
think it was gonna
Nintendo people, they're like, we're gonna buy it because of Nintendo. Like that's just where we're at in video games. You're gonna keep buying PlayStation because you're already invested. I'm gonna keep buying Xbox because I'm already invested. It takes a lot for someone to switch right now.
Yeah, and it's never, and
So
the games are never gonna go on sale.
that's the main issue with Nintendo. Like,
Yeah, their games
yeah,
never go on sale. It's crazy. So you're gonna be paying $80 forever. Like even 2 years from now, the game is still gonna be $80. So that's just interesting. But I really hope that like other people don't like if it does well, if the sales do well, then like other companies are gonna feel a need to also charge $80 because they're like it's gonna sell. So like I really hope that like that's not the error that we're
and if
entering.
you want to get the $50 deal, you better do it before Christmas because they're saying that the bundle ain't gonna be here for this holiday season. They're talking about it's gonna be until fall,
That's
and
crazy.
fall is a whole season. So they could pull it right at the end of fall, right before winter, and no bundle for the holiday season.
Do you
So
do your Christmas shopping early, everyone. That is crazy. That's crazy. That is quite literally insane.
yeah.
Wow, Nintendo. That's disappointing.
Mhm.
Um, but in other news, you can trade in your Switch, your old one, and get what I call this a decent amount off, from GameStop, which is surprising for me. GameStop, which is known to swindle. Um,
Mhm.
for your Switch at GameStop only. I don't know about anywhere else that's offering trade-in deals. You can get a $175 credit if you trade in your Switch OLED. You can get $125 if you trade in your standard Switch, and a $100 credit if you trade in your Switch Lite. So if you do that, you'll be almost at the same price as the original Switch, kind of, right?
Yeah, it's not the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah, it's not terrible. Um,
How much is the Switch like $200, and they give you 50% back for the trade-in?
yeah,
Yeah, that's not bad.
it's not bad. It's not bad for GameStop. So I'm surprised, really, because they're known to swindle people. But yeah, if you have a Switch OLED and trade that in, like you're looking at. Sorry, I can't do math right now. I'm very bad. 275, 275 for the Switch 2. That's not bad. But yeah, only
I
if
don't
you
know if I
own.
want to trade in my OLED Switch for a non-OLED Switch. I don't know
That's
about
true
that. A lot of
too.
people are mad at that.
That's true too. But even if you trade in your standard Switch, that's still a decent amount off. Where you're like 324, yeah, you're gonna be like right at the price of the original. So it's not terrible. But yes, to your point, I would not. I don't know if I would trade my OLED in for a Switch 2 either if I had an OLED. Um, so OLED people have to wait for the OLED Switch 2. In which case, by that time, your OLED will have decreased in value, and it will not be worth that much.
You guys keep your old consoles, or do you trade them in when you get to the next one, like trade up?
It depends. I've been doing that with my phones. Um, and I guess my
Doing what
play
with your phone? Trading it in or saving them?
trading. Yeah, James asks if you trade in your old consoles when you get a new one, or like, do you sell your old console when you get a new one?
Yeah, but I'm asking you, do you trade in your phone or
Yeah,
okay, got it.
I trade in my
I
phone.
try to keep all my devices. I'm mad like OCD about security and stuff. Like I don't think formatting your device, they can still get into your stuff. That's just me being weird. But I try to keep all my old systems. Like I just have that collector's mindset. Like I said, my uncle who got me into video games, he has
Yeah.
the Atari in the box, ColecoVision in the box. Like he built that collector's mindset and so I try to keep everything I could. Having three brothers, growing up is, things get lost, things get broken,
Who
who
does it
gets,
really
I guess
belong to?
I gotta ask my
Yeah.
youngest brother, did he keep everything that we left in the house? Like I don't know how things got split up, but I have a pretty good collection from like I have a few original Xbox games. I have a lot of 360 games. Like I got a lot of 360 physical
Mhm.
games. Um, and then everything started turning digital. I have a Dreamcast. I don't have a lot of games for it though. I got like burnt versions of them. But yeah, I try to keep the as much physical stuff I can.
Yeah. I
3DS.
still I still have my I got the limited edition PS4, the limited edition Final Fantasy 15 version of the PS4 when Final Fantasy 15 came out. Not 15. Was it 14? No. What was that one? Whatever. When one of the Final Fantasies came out, they came out with the limited edition PlayStation 4. So I still have that. But I did sell my other PlayStation 4 uh when PlayStation 5 came out. And I did not get a lot of money from it from GameStop crooks, but I did sell it. um
It's funny that you asked that, James, because I literally I think I could find the tab still open somewhere. I was looking up the prices for original Xboxes
Mhm.
to get one refurbished where they like cleaned the inside and redid the glue and everything for like a buck 25 right now. I'm interested in getting an original Xbox. I still have my 360, the black edition, and then I think I have like three or four 360s that are just like parts in a box. I don't know why. I think one of them is like the Halo Edition 360. So yeah, got a lot of 360 stuff.
Yeah. I have my PS3. I still have my PS4, and then of course I got my PS5 here. I actually have my GameCube still.
Nice.
wow.
That one has the yellow, red, white cord, so I don't even know like if I were to want to
Oh my
play it,
God.
how would that happen? So
Wait, do
I'm sure
TVs
there's some
not?
sort of converter.
Oh yeah, because TVs don't have that anymore
Yeah,
either.
you
I
can
think
get
it's
the
only
converter
like
for it.
HDMI's or USBs. So I would
Yeah.
have to find a converter if I wanted to boot that up and
Easy.
play again. But
Yeah, they got those.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even look into it. I've been meaning to look like how do you even do this these days? But
Could
yeah,
probably
I'm
get a
gonna try to
converter
play it
for
this
like
week.
10, $15. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'm gonna try that this week. Let me see.
I still have my Nintendo Wii. That's like the only old console. I still have my Game Boy, my Game Boy Color, and I think I still have like my Game Boy like
Um,
Advance like sitting around here somewhere, in
right.
a box, that I haven't seen in years. But my parents still have like, they still have their Sega, like in their closet somewhere, and some other like older, they still have that stuff. But
Mhm.
like yeah, no, I don't have my PS3 anymore. I don't have my PS2 or my PS1.
What
Like I don't
about
have any of those.
games for it?
Games for it, I think I still have. I know I still definitely have my PS4 games. I don't know if I have any PS3 games. I have to look through my thing and see. Um,
You gotta look because some of these game prices, like for the retro games, some of these games that you wouldn't expect to be worth a lot are like
yeah.
in
Hella
value.
expensive.
I know I
Yeah.
still have all of Pokemon on VHS. So, is that worth
Mm,
something?
maybe.
Might be.
Like I literally have every season on VHS still.
That's awesome.
And my mom tried to throw them out recently, and I was like, no, don't get rid of these. Are you insane? Put them in
Have
a
you seen the
box.
trend they're doing on Instagram where they putting their babies in front of the 3 starter Pokemon and seeing which one
Yeah,
they go to?
yeah. Um, but for phone, as far as like phones and stuff, like if I own the phone and I'm not on like a weird like payment, like the last two phones I've had, I've like bought them outright. So then like when I upgraded, I just traded it in and then I was able to get the next phone for cheaper. So I've been doing that and
Yeah,
I like
I
that
have some
better.
of my old phones, but I don't have the charger for them. So now it's just
Yeah.
work. So I
I
found a
have a
charger.
couple of really old iPhones that I used to have, like just sitting collecting dust, and I'm like, why do I still have like what
Oh,
really am I gonna use
lightning
this for?
port cable.
Yeah, like there's literally nothing that will make me boot this up and use it. Like if I'm like, yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, I guess it just depends on what the electronic is if I'm gonna keep it forever or if I'm gonna
Yeah,
get rid of it.
y'all would look at me crazy if I showed you the collection of my old phones. I got
You
the
have
Note, I
literally
got
all of your old
the
phones?
S8, the S6. I got the old Samsung that used to flip out like a sad sidekick.
Jaja
Yeah,
got a mini museum at his house.
not no joke.
That's funny. All right. We maybe we talk about one more thing. Um, do you want to talk about this rumored PlayStation handheld, which is not based in any fact, or do you want to talk about Power World, Jaja? Both things you put in.
Um, I can talk about Power because I think that's the more interesting one.
Yeah.
So they're fighting back Nintendo's patent infringement charges, and they're bringing a whole bunch of other games into the mix. Pretty much stating that some of these mechanics and stuff are in these other games, and why aren't they being gone after too? So some of the games that they're mentioning, Craftopia, we got Pocket
I don't even
Souls,
know what that is.
Ark Survival Evolved, The Legend of Zelda, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Pokemon Sword and Shield, those are Nintendo. Final Fantasy 14, Tomb Raider, Far Cry
Tomb Raider.
5, Monster Super League,
Oh,
Pixelmon for my
Craftopia looks like Zelda. I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, what is this game resembling? But yeah, I see it.
they got a Pixelmon mod for Minecraft, Pikmin 3 Deluxe, Rune Factory 5, Titanfall 2, Path of Exile, Octopath Traveler, Dragon Quest Builders, Nexomon, definitely Nexomon, Nukamon for mod for Fallout, Monster Hunter 4G Ultimate, Archage, and Riders of Icarus. And they're claiming that all these games have some type of like Pokemon like mechanics that Nintendo's charging them for infringing.
Yeah. Um, Interesting. Yeah, I forgot some of the other things that you said, but just looking at this game, I can see why. Um, I mean, yes, I think they just happen to be like an easy and obvious target. Um, but I
And
mean,
we
what's the
mentioned this
point?
before when the Power World stuff first came out. We were like, there's 50 million games with Pokemon mechanics in it. What are they that are way more similar to Pokemon than? And I think they missed. I could, like I said, I named like 5 or 6 Pokemon knockoffs that like you can directly go after. But
But they have gone after a lot of different like Pokemon knockoffs, haven't they? Or no? No, this is the
no,
only one. Oh, I thought they have. Are you sure?
all these get Temtem. You could buy
Well, not all of them, but they've
Nectomon.
gone after some, right?
There's
But
I haven't.
I think it depends on how popular the game is. You know what I mean?
Nope,
Like,
I haven't seen them go after any of them.
but that's what I'm
Monster
saying.
Sanctuary.
That's what I'm
These
saying.
games
Like,
are on. I could go buy them on the Xbox store.
but how popular are they? Like Power World became like super popular when it came out, and I think
I mean that.
that's why they went after them. You know what I
I
mean?
don't think
Like,
that should be the basis off of.
well, yeah, it depends on how big a threat that knockoff quotes knockoff game is gonna cost to them. So Power World was very popular when it came out. It was highly anticipated after they showed the trailer for it. So that was the biggest threat to them, and that is why they went after them, and not other like smaller games that like people don't really care about. Is my
And
thought.
also the fact that they're filing patents or trying to get retroactive patents for the stuff that they
Yeah.
can sue them for is very shady too. So
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. This battle's ongoing. I don't think Nintendo's gonna win though, but whatever. Um, all right. Do we have anything else before we wrap for this week?
what'd you think about
JoJo's Bizarre
Daredevil?
Adventure.
Oh, Daredevil. It was good. I liked it a lot. Um, so Daredevil was supposed to be like 18 episodes or like 20 episodes, something like that. But then they decided that they were gonna split it and make it into seasons. And I thought that was a mistake. I think they should have just released it all, or like called this like a mid-season finale and like came back with the second half of it, like in two because like it just ended on such a I don't know.
Cliffhanger.
It ended on
It
such a
did.
cliffhanger. And I'm just like, they should have just kept it the way that they intended it in the first place, where like it was just all one big thing. But I think there
Right
was
when the
just
show was getting good too.
yeah, because it's like I mean I understand it because it's like this first half of the season like everyone kind of like has to like grow into their characters and by the end of it everyone did so like now the show can like really like start I guess when it goes into the second half. I did it's not to say I disliked it, but I just feel like they should have just kept it as one season in my opinion. But it's good. I enjoyed it.
Did you notice a big difference between the Netflix people and the old uh cast? I mean, the old production crew.
It's been a long time since I've watched the original, so
Oh, okay,
I don't even know.
gotcha,
Like it's been a long time. Like I haven't seen it in a while. So like I didn't rewatch it before the show started. So
gotcha. Episode 8 didn't do nothing for you. It wasn't like
no.
okay. All right.
Wait,
Gotcha.
what did it do for you?
I thought it
I
was
mean
the
it was
best
good.
Daredevil episode ever made.
Oh,
Like
ever made. Oh,
yeah, I think it's
okay.
the best episode of Daredevil ever
You know what? When I
done.
do my Master Marvel rewatch, which is gonna start, that's which is gonna
Getting
start.
closer and closer.
I think after Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts come out and I watch those, I'm gonna do a master rewatch in time for Doomsday, and I will include the Netflix shows in there. And my brain will be melted by the end of that because that's a lot of stuff I have to watch. But I think I'm gonna do that. Then I'll know for sure.
And I don't know if y'all saw the video that I sent you, but I thought it was interesting about this whole the whole Punisher. There's a whole controversy with the Punisher symbol. Like it's being used in real life in different ways that were intended. Like I think like
For
some of
what?
the
For Nazis?
people for the January 6th White House thing were wearing Punisher
Yeah,
symbols. You
that's what I'm
got
saying. Yep.
certain
Yeah.
divisions of cops that like wearing the Punisher symbols with Blue Lives Matter and like they're taping that symbol and appropriating it to certain things and trying to like I don't know if they're trying to play off the spirit of Punisher, but I guess the creators of the Punisher had issues with that, and it seems like Disney's addressing it in the show, kind of,
But
which
that's
is
what I'm
really
saying.
cool.
Like they're doing that in the show. Like the cops have taken the Punisher symbol and used it for
Right.
their own agenda. So they're doing this. So people in real life are doing the exact same thing. That's what's
Yeah,
happening.
like it looks like this is just like they kind of stayed away from commenting on it, but it sounds like they're addressing it in the show. Like, look, the Punisher don't like that y'all are doing this. This is not what the Punisher is about. And apparently it's going on in real life. Like they take a lot of people are using that symbol as their own type of thing. It's an interesting video. You should watch it. It's
I will. But of course they are. That doesn't surprise me. Nothing surprises
Mhm.
me in this day and age right now
Art imitating real life, huh? Or real life imitating art.
in a bad way. Well, yeah. Just
Mhm.
mm, okay. I'll take a look at that video. I saw you posted it, but I didn't have time to watch it. But it's very it's very interesting. But I think we should also imitate art the same way. I'm sorry, what's that anime? Moonrise, where we send all of the we send
Send our criminals to the moon.
where
They're gonna rebel soon enough.
So I don't know if it's all the criminals that were sent to the moon, but definitely they needed to go populate the moon for some reason. I don't know how. Like I'm I only watched the
but
first
I would
episode,
rather
so
us go to the moon because the Earth is dying. So let us the innocents go to the moon, and then let's leave the extreme right wing people on Earth so that they can continue to destroy it. That's how I want to do it. Then there would be less likely. Then there wouldn't be a rebellion because like they're on Earth, they get to stay on their Earth and drill their oils and metals and whatever else they're doing to destroy the environment with no fight, and then we'll just go live peacefully on the moon. I'll take that. I'll take that. Um, okay, cool. Anything anything else?
I want to ask you so bad. Are you gonna buy the 150K ticket to go see space?
No.
Oh, the Blue Origin.
Oh, like freaking Katy Perry and Gail King? No. 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 First of all, that was just very like is that how much the ticket cost? 150K? I thought it cost more than
I
that.
think so. I could be wrong.
What a waste of money. I mean, because it's like you go up into space. They were up there, the whole thing, they were up in space for like 10 minutes. So it's like really it was a
I think the
waste.
whole flight was 11 minutes.
A waste. I'm like, what are you really learning about your planet in your quick space ride? I mean, whatever. I would have appreciated it more if it was for like, I don't know. It's another cash grab, like like what was that? The submarine that imploded?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even
Titan or
trust
something?
it. Like, nah, you're not taking me to space. I'm good. Um, just to come back down. Like, if I'm going into space, then leave me out there. Let me inhabit and find like like, another planet to live on. Don't bring me back down to
And
Earth.
the spaceship could use a different shape. I think they need to redesign the spaceship.
Jaja, okay. Only you're thinking about that,
I'm
Jaja.
just gonna put that out there.
Okay. All right.
On that note,
That's a good place to wrap. Anyway, um, in 2 weeks, we'll be at Villains Ball. Well, not Jaja because he's not joining us again, but next year he will be. Anyway, but you can catch James. He's a featured villain at Villains Ball. So if you have access to the DMV area, I think there are still tickets left to go to Villains Ball.
There are. I actually have a promo code too.
What is
Promo
it, James?
code
Drop it.
James. Jahmes. You
Yes,
get money off your ticket price.
there you go. And James is gonna be not cosplaying, judging the cosplay contest. So
There's in the content with
Mhm.
Orlando Jones.
with Orlando Jones, who is gonna be there, which is awesome, actually.
fire.
Yeah, that's really cool. That is really, really cool. So if you are gonna be, if you can easily get to the DMV on is it May 2nd, right? May
May
2nd?
2nd.
Yeah. Get a ticket
Yep,
to
that's a
Villains Ball.
Friday.
See us
Friday
there.
night.
Yep. All right. And as always, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Blerdsnerds, follow us on TikTok, Blerdsnerds_pod. Oh my God, guys, we were shadow banned from TikTok, I'm pretty sure. So
What happened?
I don't appreciate that. So apparently, okay. So one time I did paid promotion because I was just trying to get our podcast out to like new people, you know what I mean? But before I did that, like we were like I think we were pretty regularly circulating through the For You page because we were just getting followers when I wasn't even posting anything, you know what I mean? But then after I did the paid promotion, I noticed that we weren't getting any followers anymore. And I did a deep dive on this on Reddit. And apparently, if you use paid promotion, then TikTok stops pushing out your content organically because they know you're willing to pay for promotion. So
Oh, that's crazy.
that is crazy. So shame on you, TikTok. But people said like to like to like get over that, to like stop, like take a break from posting for a little while so the algorithm can reset. So I'm on a TikTok break, but it's been a couple weeks already. But I'll start posting stuff again soon. But if you already follow us, tell your friends about our TikTok page and have them follow us and share our content so it gets pushed back out there. Because we're being wrongly shadow banned. Stupid TikTok. I hate you. But I was hoping that TikTok would just get banned so I didn't have to worry about this. But then it got but then the ban got
They
extended
pushed
again.
it out.
So I'm just like, well, okay. But I'm sure we'll be back soon. But yeah, follow us on there, please. Watch us on YouTube, or you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.